Hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. I'm a psychic medium, certified crystal healer, paranormal investigator. Some of my nicknames are the Duchess of Donuts, the Cussmouth Angel, and the Tarantino of Tarot. So you know what the fuck you're getting into, okay? Cussin is number one, Sasquatch is number two, and if I got enough time, I'll eat a piece of string cheese or a donut. Watch me. All right. You guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. So if you've never been here before, this is the free weekly reading. This is where I pull three piles of cards. You choose any and all that you're drawn towards. But first, I speak in a little something that I lovingly refer to as astrofuckery. So you guys, this week, let's get into it. We got a bunch of stuff going on, but first I kind of want to, I want to talk to you guys about that full moon in Sagittarius, because I think it was kind of a doozy for some of us, okay? I think some things came to highlight, or some things came to a head, or some things, there was a huge spotlight on some stuff that may have been rough for some of us. And so what did you learn from this full moon? What did it highlight for you? What are you no longer question marks about? And you're like, okay, this is the fucking jam. Sagittarius has a way of kind of being blunt with the information. Just blap, here the fuck it is. You know what I mean? They don't always necessarily care about your fucking feelings, but here's the facts and figures, and here's what the fuck's going on. Now, what I do love about Sagittarius is they love to look at things, for the most part, from like a higher perspective, or a different viewpoint, or they like to kind of lean back on some philosophy that they've learned here, or even being open to learning a new philosophy, a new way of looking at things, and also having fun on the journey. So I want to say, for whatever the fuck was highlighted for you at this full moon, what am I now learning from this? And am I ready to embark on a new adventure? So sometimes change can feel scary. Maybe the rug was pulled out underneath of you and you're like, where the fuck do I go? What the fuck do I do? The best way to handle that is to settle into what the fuck just happened. Make sure that we're looking at it realistically. And also too, from like a different viewpoint as well too. Let's try to look at it from all sides as best as we possibly fucking can. And then learn or apply it to the places that can help us to learn and grow. And especially in the ways in which like we see the world and we see ourselves. Something has changed here. Are you ready to lean into that and say yes to the new adventure that lies at your fucking doorstep? And it almost reminds me of like the Fool card, where you got to take this leap of faith in order to move forward in your life. And you got to work with brand new players, brand new things, brand new fucking everything. Doing stuff the old way isn't working anymore. And that includes the way that we were looking at things, that we understood stuff, maybe our viewpoint, however the fuck it was for you. Try a new way here, and don't be afraid of new avenues, new doorways opening. Especially if they were the ones that you didn't think were going to open, or maybe you didn't think was a possibility, or maybe something new is opening here that you've never even considered before. Give it a fucking try. I think adventurous is the key word here, so don't be afraid to be adventurous with these next steps, these new opportunities, whatever the fuck is coming in for you now, okay? So, which leads me into the next thing I want to talk about. And guys, let me know how this full moon in Sagittarius was for you. I just think it's interesting how it can hit different people in different ways. And so in what ways has it worked for you, or illuminated something, or helped you to view something maybe in a better light? Please God, please God, please God, may one of those things have been yourself. And maybe the way that you view the world, or at the very least, the way that you view yourself, okay? Okay. So next thing I want to talk about is Venus in Leo. She be moving in today, okay? So listen, things about to get real hot and spicy and sparkly. I love Leo. It's my rising sign. And so a little flashy, all right? Likes to have a good time, silly, really enjoys laughing, and just also too being like surrounded by children, having a good time, acting like a kid. Leo rules the fifth house, so this is around like sports and gambling, around our children, romance, taking risks, really. And with the sun, with Venus, like, guys, this is gorgeousness. This is like literally golden rays of beauty. So we are I think, gonna be feeling more beautiful, more like ourselves, enjoying who we are as a person down at our core. Maybe no more hiding. Ta-da, here the fuck I am. Do you know what I mean? People making very dramatic entrances and exits, all right? Very showy displays of love, especially with Venus in the mix here. Very showy displays of love, very showy displays of like speaking and talking about stuff, really having a presence here too. I would say with Venus and Leo, though, some of the downsides here, do not Do not embarrass them in public. That's very, very fucking important. Make sure their dignity and respect are intact. If we try to, hurt somebody in public or embarrass them in some way, like in front of a whole group of people, this gonna get ugly real fucking quick, okay? Don't fucking do that shit. I would say also too with Venus and Leo, just make sure that especially if somebody's coming towards you with feelings or you're going to, want to speak to somebody, I don't think there's anything wrong with being like a little showy, a little flashy, but like really speak groundedly and practically about what your feelings are, which I know sounds crazy, right? Like, because sometimes when our feelings come through, it's like, how can I speak groundedly and practically about this? I feel the way I fucking feel. But there's something important here that like, we want this to be real and true, not just a flash in the bucket or just because it makes me look good or makes the other person look good. Like, if we're really speaking to somebody about the way that we feel, may it be real, may it be right, may it be true, and may you speak it from your fucking heart, because that's also where Leo rules, is the heart. So maybe there's also something going on with this Venus and Leo season where it's like, may it take you to the heart of a situation. May we be led with our heart here. And may it also take us to the heart of a situation that we need to sit down, we need to face, and we need to deal with. All right? Because remember, Venus not only rules our relationships, but also rules our money. Okay? So we got to look at things realistically and make sure that we're not spending too much. Maybe also too, we might be super generous right now with our money. Because look, Leo is an incredibly generous sign. There might also be a highlight around our children this summer. Duh, because the kids are out of school. But we might be spending a lot of money on our kids this summer, going and doing fun fucking shit. May that be the jam, okay? If you have children. If not, go out and spend your money on the things that make you feel like a kid, make you feel joy. Maybe buying that sundress that you've been looking at so that you feel beautiful when you go out. Did I say this earlier too? Venus and gold. Wear gold this summer, y'all. There might even be some investments in gold, question marks. And so if we were looking at investing in stuff, maybe like in real actual gold, buying gold pieces, buying gold itself. Side note. Maybe like if you wanted to like invest in the stock market, maybe in gold. I don't know, just some things I'm tossing around here. But this summer should be really fucking beautiful. And guys, it's going to be there for like 8 fucking months, okay? Because we're going to have Venus retrograde at the end of July. And we'll get to that later, all right? But for right now and what we're dealing with this week, just know that love is about to get loud, proud, and glitzy. All right? And so it's going to be like the things that maybe we're spending our money on. So just to the best of your ability, bring that practical, guided, grounded energy in so that we can make sure that we're spending in the right places. We're not overspending, the ways in which like we're taking care of ourselves, like all of it makes sense. We can afford this. Don't go overboard to the best of your ability. But guys, with Venus and Leo, it might just be unavoidable. All right. I'm actually really excited because I think it's going to make the summer so much fun and just joy-filled. I think, all of the holidays coming up over the summertime should be a literal fucking blast. Okay. And like over the fucking top. So, so just get ready and look, whatever happens with this Venus and Leo season, have some fun. And again, be led from your heart. And whatever issues occur, may it be heart-led or may love guide us here so that we can go into this situation and really fix it from the core on up. Now, also, Venus is making some important aspects this week. On Monday, she's opposing Pluto, so some heavier, darker, denser feelings might be coming up today, okay? Sit down and face these. Maybe it's making you feel like, nothing's ever going to change, or why do difficult situations keep coming up, or how do I deal with intense feelings around stuff? So sit down, face yourself, work slowly but surely through it. This should dissipate throughout the week, okay? And especially as you're sitting down and facing stuff, the only way through is through it. So the more that we disengage or we try to push it off the side, it just comes up in different fucking ways, okay? Okay. So make sure that you're facing and dealing stuff, especially today on Monday. On the 8th, it's going to be duking it up with the North Node. So listen, North Node's like where we should be heading. So it's like where the fuck we should be going. But also, too, it's like it's like insatiable. Like we're always hungry. We're always going after these things. So with Venus on the 8th, duking it up, I think it's in a square to the North Node. We might have to take a minute and really look at what direction that we're going in. We got to make sure that we're pointed in the right direction. what is it that we love and where is it pointing us towards? Or there might be some kind of obstacle that comes up this day where it feels like we can't get towards the things that I love and that I care about and that I value. And that maybe I got to work through an obstacle or a difficulty here, maybe in order to get to that forward movement. And then this weekend, I think it's also squaring up with Jupiter. But that's actually a good thing. Venus squaring Jupiter is actually a beautiful kind of thing. Okay, so sometimes it can go to total fucking excess, all right? But this weekend should be a lot of fun. This would be a good time to just go out and have a good time, see everybody, go to a party, have a party yourself. Just have a fucking blast. Please, I'm begging you. Especially after the full moon, and like next week is fucking crazy. We'll get to it. This week is a beautiful kind of respite moment. Even though we've got some difficult points, we can still sit down, understand what our value is, where our love is, and don't be afraid to say what the fuck is in your heart. May it be real, may it be true, and may it guide the fucking way forward. All right? All right. If you guys are done with astrofuckery, I sure am. Let's move on to the next screen. I'm going to pull 3 piles of cards. You choose any and all that you're drawn towards, and I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, card pile number 1. Here's your cards. Your first one is the 3 of Swords. Your second card is the 9 of Cups. And then finally, you got the 7 of Wands. Let's fucking talk about it. So I do want to say first and foremost, when the 3 of Swords comes up, this is a shitty card, okay? We have been betrayed. We have been stabbed in the fucking heart. Somebody fucked our shit up. Just something here really left us betrayed, heartbroken, really fucking sad. I mean, look at this guy. He's sitting in the fetal... He's holding on to himself. Sitting in soggy ass in the water. Like this... So we've been hurt, we've been betrayed. Some kind of fuckery and bullshit went down here. A lot of times the 3 of Swords can talk about a third-party situation. Not always. But man, when it's involved, that's a fucking part of it. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. This is beautiful. This is ease. This is bliss. This was making a wish and having it fucking come true. And with Cups here, this is emotional fulfillment. A lot of times too, this talks about our relationships. Previously with the 3 of Swords, with Swords here, this is our mental space, what we're thinking, how we're communicating, the information that we're receiving. And with the 9 of Cups, this is our intuition, how we're feeling into stuff, our emotions, and a lot of times around relationships. And this is a gorgeous card. Also too, something here is coming to an end. It's coming to a close. We're ending out a chapter here. With the 7 of Wands, this card is this card's interesting. This card can kind of talk about like, who or what are we fighting? Is it ourself? Is it another person? I feel like with the 7 of Wands, it usually has to do with other people. Because, I mean, look at that. There's a whole group of people there. But there's also a question with this card. Like, is this somebody leading the group? Or is this a group coming after the guy? Do you know what I'm saying? So there's something going on with this card where a lot of times it's talked about like gossip, adversity, bullshit and fuckery going on. Just feeling like so many obstacles in my fucking way. But there also is a level of empowerment to this card. Anytime I pull this card, it always makes me feel like you threw me to the wolves and I came back the leader, you dumb fuck. Just for added, effect. You dumb fucks. So with that being said, in the combination of all 3 cards, if we're looking for a yes or no this week, I would say that this is a yes to finding emotional fulfillment and personal empowerment after a period of getting our ass fucking kicked. This would be a no if we were looking to maybe going back to an old situation or going back to an abusive situation or going back to something here that like, there's just too much shit. There's like too much shit that happened is kind of what it feels like here, right? And so like, how do we actually really truly move forward? Now, this is around love and relationships. With the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Cups and the 7 of Wands, I really feel like it's just that, all right? Around love and relationships. Somebody here fucked our fucking shit up. They betrayed us. They hurt us. We could have even have done this to ourselves. We could have betrayed ourselves with the way that we felt. Maybe we told somebody, that we didn't care about them when we were fucking in love with them, or maybe we betrayed our own feelings and never said anything when we fucking should have. Look, if that's the case with the 9 of Cups and the 7 of Wands, you got to stop fighting yourself. We got to give up this fight around being vulnerable. Your vulnerability is your fucking power here. I mean, truly and honestly. And if you want that wish fulfillment, we're going to have to empower ourselves here to say the thing, do the thing, be the thing. All right. Work through that heartache and loss. You can come back from this, but we're going to have to make some changes here so that we don't repeat that same mistake. Now, on the other end of that, if somebody here has fucking betrayed us, if they have leveled us, if there was a third party situation, or it just feels like this person maybe let us go, broke up with us in an ugly way, there's a chance here to heal and take care of ourselves, but we've got to empower ourselves in order to see this and to like maybe step out of the grief for a minute, do something here that is emotionally fulfilling, or maybe even here connecting with the people, places, and things that we love so that we can get back on our feet, so that we're not stuck in this grief process. So we're not just sitting here feeling like we're getting our ass kicked over and over and over again because our thoughts can't seem to move on from this place where we've been hurt and harmed, right? So around love and relationships this week, I think it's rather interesting because there's a huge emphasis here that maybe you are the one that you've been waiting for. Or maybe there's some aspect here of like not listening to what anybody else has to say about anything. What are your personal feelings on where your joy and your happiness is guiding you? So not everybody's going to agree with us, but they can go fuck themselves. Okay? I mean that all the way down to my taint. Another aspect with love and relationships here too. I know I keep harping on the self-empowerment, but there's something to be said for that. And so maybe with the Three of Swords, maybe there's some kind of release or some kind of breakup or some heartache around the month of March, or maybe around the 3rd of a month. Maybe by the 9th here, we've got some reason to come back to the table, invest in the things and the people, places, and things that we love and that we care about. Maybe also, too, with this heartbreak and loss, this made us realize what we actually do want, pointing us in the direction of like what actually would fulfill us emotionally. And honestly, if we look at this thing, it wouldn't have been good, or maybe we didn't actually want it, or maybe we were just going along because we thought that's what we wanted. But it turns out now that it's gone, we're actually happier. What? And with the 7 of Wands here, like this person maybe thought they were leaving you out in the cold, but guess what, ho? I came the fuck back, and I came back stronger, hotter, and funnier. You done fucked up. All right. You done fucked up. Okay. I don't know. I'm just saying that's pretty awesome. Also, too, there might be an emphasis here on the month of July. And then again on the month of September, okay? And so, again, maybe back in March, around the 3rd of a month, shit got fucked up. We got betrayed. By July, maybe we're, empowering ourselves. We're stepping back into our power. We're taking care of ourselves. And then no later, by July, around the 9th of a month, it looks like that wish fulfillment's coming true. So don't be afraid right now. What did we learn around relationships and love? What do we know that we will never tolerate or do again? What are we now educated on in terms of what our needs and our wants and our desires are now? And are we ready to make that a wish fulfillment? Start acting towards that. July is going to be your go point, okay? So this month, just continue to take care of yourself, love and relationships. Focus on healing here, okay? So that by July, whenever it comes around, we can boot, scoot, boogie towards the things that we love to do and that we care about. Or maybe around the 7th of a month here, okay? And then again, by July, around the 9th of a month, these themes around feeling fulfilled, a wish fulfillment, love coming back in. This is some gorgeous stuff. There's a slight possibility with this combination, a very, very, very slight combination, or possibility with this combination that maybe there was a breakup back in March. Maybe we had a huge fight, a fallout, whatever the fuck happened, and that this person comes the fuck back around, okay? But we both had to go on like a period of self-discovery. Now we both understand what it is that we truly want, and maybe we can come back to the table, talk about this thing, and actually get this thing off the ground. Okay. Around career and work. This is actually kind of good. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe somebody rejected you here. Maybe you put out your resume to 1,000 different places and you were like, what the fuck is going on? I want to say here, we should be getting a job here no later than July, or maybe around the 7th, between the 7th and the 9th of a month. Okay. Or maybe I would say between the 7th or the 9th of a month. Or I'm saying no later than July, something should be coming through here. Okay. And then by September, we realize everything that we went through, all this heartbreak and all the bullshit that happened, actually got us to the exact right place where we needed to fucking be. All right. Sometimes we don't always trust the journey, right? When we're in the midst of it and everything's falling to shit, you're like, is this the end? Is this the end? Is this where I yeet myself off the fucking roof face first into the ground? No. Calm the fuck down, okay? Whatever's going on here, let this situation empower you to take care of yourself and follow your fucking bliss. And wherever we're getting the no's, acknowledge that. Thank you. This is just where I'm not supposed to be. Let the open pathway open up towards what it is that I do want, what I'm ready for now. And I'm ready to make a wish come fucking true. Find the ease, when you find the ease, you find the bliss here. All right. So follow that path of least resistance. Where are the arrows pointing you at this point around career and business? Quit trying to go back to like closed doors or places that didn't work, or going to jobs that you know aren't for you. Stop. Or we've been betrayed here in some way, shape, or form. Stop. Go towards your joy, your happiness, your bliss. You deserve to be happy, and with whatever fucking work you decide to do. Okay. This would also be really good this week in order to like trust yourself. Because you know which way you got to go. Don't listen to the gossip. Don't listen to the bullshit. Let your joy and your happiness guide you here. Now, if this is around our health, we might be having issues with our heart. Okay. With the Three of Swords here. Traditionally, this card is a heart with 3 swords pierced into it. So we might be having issues with our heart, maybe some of our arteries. I mean, yeah, technically, right? Maybe we're having problems with our heart. It's not funny. I'm sorry, guys. With our heart or our arteries. Ooh, with the 7 of Wands, maybe this has been a fuck of a struggle trying to figure out how we take care of ourselves. But really, listen to me. Everything's going to be okay. Maybe we need to ease up on some of the stress that's happening in our life. Maybe we need to fall back and like lean into just taking care of ourselves, taking care of our heart health, really listening to our heart and where it's asking us to be. And notice every time you disregard where your heart is asking you to go, maybe we have chest pains, okay? I'm not saying that you don't actually have a health issue. We need to get to the doctor this week, especially around our heart and our arteries, all right? Because also with it connected here with swords and up to the head, there's a possibility here of some issues also with our blood too. So make sure with our heart and our blood, we're just checking everything. Everything looks good. We're squared away here. Yeah, no more fighting and being around bullshit situations, stuff that's too stressful, to the best of your ability. Finding people, places, and situations that give us peace or calm, or there's a happiness and a contentment here. Or I even want to say around health. Maybe some kind of issue happened here. It's scaring the shit out of us, but actually it's pointing us towards our best health. Actually a beautiful open doorway that changes everything for us health-wise. Take care of your heart and listen to it when it's fucking talking to you. All right? For anything else this week, you guys, you fucking got this. Whatever devastation, whatever bullshit went down, whether you betrayed yourself or another person betrayed you, maybe it could have even been fucking both. Whatever happened here, we are learning from it. We are fucking learning from it. What the fuck did you learn? Okay? And so let that information guide us towards where it is that we do want to be. To get this ease, contentment, bliss. Listen to me in terms of relationships, career, anything here. When we are going towards something that we love and that we care about, it's important that we listen to our heart and we let it guide the pathway here while taking logical, practical, realistic steps towards those goals. So the wish in your heart is not crazy. Do you hear me, card pile number 1? The wish in your heart is not crazy. Are you brave enough to step through the maybe abandonment issues or the betrayals or the bullshit and the fuckery and the ways in which you might even be fucking up your shit here right now? Are you ready to step through that and follow this guiding light towards what the fuck is calling you? Are you fucking ready? My guess is that you are, and especially with this self-empowerment here. So let your bliss, let your love, let your heart guide the way. It's actually pulling you in the right direction, okay? No matter how many times you've been hurt, no matter how many times you feel like you've made bad choices, your heart's still speaking to something important to you. So learn the lessons, integrate it towards what you do want now, and let that be the pathway going forward. You fucking got this. All right, card pile number 2. This is interesting. Here's your interesting cards. Your first one is the 5 of Swords. Your next one is the 2 of Swords. And then your final card is the 3 of Cups. Let's fucking talk on it. So I want to say this week, this is really interesting. With the 5 of Swords here, this is like, is this self-determination or is this self-destruction? I want to say here, if you can see the guy with the 5 of Swords, there's a whole bunch of ropes trying to hold this guy back while he's trying to climb up this thing to get one of these swords, or maybe all of them, who knows. So it just feels like obstacle after obstacle after obstacle keeps showing the fuck up. Is this self-determination? Should I keep going after this thing, or should I actually listen to the whole world as it's telling me no? Do you know what I'm saying? That card usually depends on the other cards that are around it to kind of go like what direction we go in. But usually when I see the Five of Swords, whenever it comes up, I want to tell you don't give up here, or to really truly also to maybe with the swords here, mentally focus on whether or not this thing makes sense, or if there's nothing but obstacles trying to get to this thing. Maybe we take a break for a minute and reassess what the fuck we're going towards, or maybe in what way that we're tactically trying to get this thing. Maybe we've got to switch something up and try something new. Okay. With the Two of Swords, this is a hard no. This is like Two of Swords. Again, this is the mental space. Look at her. She's blind. She's got two swords in front of her. She's sitting in the water. What the fuck is going on, girl? This is very dramatic. All right. Number one. Number two. With the Two of Swords here, we're at a crossroads. We're at a stalemate. And maybe some compromise is needed here, okay? But this is definitely a feeling of no, of indecision. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which pathway to take. It just kind of feels very confusing right now. And mentally, I am very unsure about which and where and what I want to fucking do. Now, with the Three of Cups, though, this is a gorgeous card. Three of Cups is like, this is joy, this is victory, this is success, this is partying, having a good fucking time. I think this card's a lot of fun. I always like look at these fucking alcoholics, because I mean straight up. All right, this is partying and having a good fucking time. Now, if you're looking for a yes or no this week, this would be a no to anything that we keep hitting our head on a brick wall about. If we cannot, no matter what the fuck we have tried, we can't seem to make headway, no. Stop, reassess. We gotta stop, okay? This would be a yes this week to taking a break and having a party, or taking a break and having a good time. We need a fucking break. This is going to give us an opportunity to come up with new solutions, new ideas. Just take a fucking break from it for a second so that we can reassess what the fuck we're doing and move forward in a better direction that actually makes sense. Now, around love and relationships, I would say this week, this is important to stop. Like, we're going to need some kind of, we got to stop here. Maybe we got to have a conversation or exchange some information around like the obstacles that are coming up. And it just feels like maybe we got to compromise here about like which way we're going and what the fuck we're doing. And I don't know why this is the first time I've ever seen this on this card. But in the background of the Two of Swords, I'm going to see if you can see it too. There's a little new moon in the background, or a little half moon there. Okay. And so there's something here about like, we want a new beginning. We want a new pathway to take, but I'm not sure which way to go. And again, like this indecision. So around love and relationships this week, stop, full stop. We need to sit down and have a conversation before we take a fucking another step forward. If it's nothing but like bullshit and fuckery coming up, then what the fuck are we actually doing here? Does this thing actually make sense? Or how do we compromise? And we're not just stalemating each other. Three of Cups here is saying we need to have some fun again. And there might even be some level of reconciliation coming in. Okay. A lot of times too, the Three of Cups can even talk about like our friendships. So maybe we got like 2 or 3 friends we need to sit down and have a conversation with. Maybe we need to like get back into the let's go party and have a good time together. Maybe there's been a lot of fight. Maybe we're ready to sit down and reconcile here. And there needs to be some level of like compromise, not only here from yourself, but from the other people too. So that again, we can move forward. Maybe you felt like too with the Five of Swords, somebody was trying to steal something, or maybe somebody was talking behind your back, or like some kind of bullshit and fuckery. Okay. Especially around our friendships, that might be really hard. But again, Three of Cups is a card of reconciliation, coming back together, victory, success, partying, having a good fucking time, being with the people that we give a fuck about and then give a fuck about us. On the love end, I would say maybe you guys started off as friends, and maybe things have gotten really difficult here and we're at a fucking impasse. This is really important because it feels like there might be a reconciliation coming up here. But we're both going to have to like really sit down and be honest about the way that we felt about this, the difficulties, the obstacles. Everybody here needs to tell the fucking truth. And especially with the Five of Swords, everybody here needs to tell the truth. And yeah, with the Two of Swords and the Five of Swords. Because the two, listen, anytime swords come up, they talk about the truth, justice, balance, fairness. So these themes are needed here right now in order to heal something that's really important. So maybe once we made it past the friend zone and we got into like the relationship part of it, things got really muddled, or maybe there was miscommunications here, or it felt like somebody wasn't telling the truth or being honest, or somebody was trying to get away with something in the background. And maybe the level of trust was broken here in some way, some shape, somehow. And so again, with the Three of Cups, it's talking about like somebody wants to reconcile. Maybe it's you, maybe it's the other person. We're ready to reconcile here, talk about these things, and get back to that base of friendship. make sure that we can actually be friends. Maybe re-strengthen the friendship level so that this also gives a really good base to the like the relationship itself. But how do we compromise? How do we listen to each other? And how do we be honest in the ways in which we're saying things and around what we actually fucking want? People here need to be honest around their feelings, okay? I really feel that very strongly with card pile number 2 and the love situation. If you can't have the conversation or you feel scared to have a conversation with the person you're in relationship with, they ain't the one. Communication is the core root of all relationships. Friendship, love, farting back and forth forever. All right? Communication is key. We've got to have that. How do we know how we're both on the same page? How do we know the goals that we're working towards together? How do we know what the fuck is going on so that we make sure that like we're reaching things as a team, all right? Maybe also too, like, yeah, something was at cross purpose here and we got to sit down, we got to talk about it, we got to deal with it, and we got to tell the truth about it so that we can get back into this reconciliation and be cool with each other again and then rebuild this back up from the friendship on up. All right, around work and career. Y'all, we have been fucking striving for something, all right? Maybe this has been really hard. This has been a hell of a struggle, and we just kind of feel like we're at a loss right now. We don't know what to do. I actually want to tell you this week, can you please just chill out this week? You've been thinking about long and hard or constantly about this thing, and you're just beating your head against the wall. I need you to take a break and go have some fun. I know this seems counterproductive in order to move forward with something that's important to you, but again, and kind of like what I said at the beginning, there's a feeling here that I go out and I party and I have a good time, or I'm distracted from the issues at hand right now, and it gives me a chance, or gives my brain a chance, like maybe even unconsciously, for like a new idea or a new opportunity or new something here to come through so that I can move forward with this project, or I just can finally pick an avenue, or it feels like going out and having a good time releases me from this, I'm going to do this thing, to be like more at ease with it and find the flow of where you got to be next. If it is constant obstacles, we got to take a break. Okay, the universe is telling us to pump the fucking brakes, so stop. Let it go for a minute. Go have fun or go do something that will be joy-filled or give you some happiness here. Maybe go meet up with some friends and have a good time. Or even like as you're having a good time, talk about the issue. Maybe somebody comes up with an incredible opportunity or incredible thought. Maybe a good friend here helps you while you guys are out having fun and you're talking about the situation. They come up with a great solution to help you move forward. So I think friends are going to be a key this week, honestly, for all, for whatever part of this resonates for you. Friends are going to be a key this week. And so you need your people. They're going to be a good bounce back, or they're going to help you get out of yourself for a minute so we can just let what needs to come through fucking flow. Because we've been stopping it by hyper focusing on it way too much. Give this thing a little breathing room. You'll be able to return to it by the end of the week is what I feel, okay? So maybe this weekend, go have some fun, take a break, breathe for a second so that this new opportunity or this new idea can flow through to us, and then we're no longer stuck. Thundercats fucking go. Maybe even 2. Another interpretation for career and work might be another opportunity. Maybe there's an opportunity here to work with friends. That, I would say probably this week. I wouldn't work with friends this week, okay? Just with the 5 of Swords and the 2 of Swords here next to the 3 of Cups. Until there's a reconciliation or everybody is on the same page. If everybody is not on the same page, do not work with your friends this week. There needs to be a conversation to make sure everybody's clear, and then you guys can move forward, okay? But I wouldn't do that unless you've got that clarity and everybody's on board, all right? This is around our health. Man. Okay. Maybe some of our vices are getting to us, especially if you're a drinker, okay? So we may need to be looking at the ways in which we're taking care of ourselves. Maybe we're just not drinking enough water, okay? And we're like air frying our fucking organs. Please don't do that. Drink some fucking water, you know better. Or maybe we're drinking too much, or we're drinking too much alcohol, or maybe we just made a decision that like I can't seem to think well when I'm drinking. I'm not on my A game when I have too much to drink, or I'm drinking at all. I realize how much this is affecting me in my life. Or maybe it's not drinking, maybe it's another vice, but I'm doing something too much or something to excess, okay? And it's starting to fuck up my shit, and I can't think clearly, and it feels like I'm hitting nothing but obstacles, or maybe I don't have the energy that I need in order to move forward in my life or just live my fucking life. So look at the ways in which you're not drinking enough water, maybe overdoing it on some of our vices. How do we pull back on that? Add better ways of coping. Maybe I know some of you guys are like, fuck you, Sarah. I'm not trying to yuck your yum. I'm not trying to take away your coping mechanisms, okay? But maybe there's a healthier way to do this while still having fun. What could that possibly be? No matter what, though, card pile number three, pile number two, around your health, drink more fucking water. I'm begging you. And maybe, too, there might be a need here to talk about our emotions, okay? And so we need to sit down and just have real talk around our emotions this week. So there might even be a call to go to therapy, speak on some issues that are happening here, or it feels like I don't know how to find a way forward in my life. I need somebody to give me a new way to look at things, okay? Another possible interpretation for health could even talk about needing some kind of exploratory surgery this week, but maybe you're like, I don't know about it. Sit down, talk with your friends or anybody else that you know that's maybe had this exploratory surgery or this type of treatment, whatever the fuck's coming on here. Talk with your people or that people that you trust or that you know about it so that we can get a better understanding and know that maybe it's not as scary as we think it is, or that this is way more manageable. Whatever the fuck's coming up, this is way more manageable than we thought that it was. And we're not alone. We've got a support group, or maybe finding a support group or support system this week that helps us deal with whatever's going on with our health. Guys, for anything else this week, quit beating your head against a brick fucking wall. Take a fucking break. Go have some fun. And if we need to reconcile with anybody or we need to come back around and talk about things, sit down, be fair, be balanced, be honest. No lying. Talk from your fucking heart, okay? And also pull back on the friendship here. If this is a relationship thing, pull back on the friendship. And so, like, if we were really good friends, but we took it to another level or another space, like, pull back on the friendship. Let's go back to friendship mode and make sure that this is working well here. And then we can move forward. Make sure everybody's, no matter what it is for you this week, make sure everybody's on the same page. We're telling the truth. And that whatever the fuck shows up here, not only can you handle it, but sometimes taking a break gives you the very idea or the opportunity or the open door in order to move forward. You got this. And finally, if you guys pick card pile number 3, here's your beautiful cards. First one is the 9 of Wands. Second card is the 7 of Coins. And then finally, you got the 9 of Coins. So this is actually really kind of beautiful card pile number 3. And you got 2 9s here. So something's coming to an end, okay? Something's coming to an end here. And I think it's the struggles, to be honest with you, because the 9 of Wands is like, look, I'm in it to win it. This is my in it to win it card. Wands is like energy. This is fire. This is spirit led. And so I know I got to do this thing, or I know I got to go after this thing. The important thing here is to not exhaust yourself. So don't get to yourself to the point of like mental, emotional, physical exhaustion, because then you won't have the energy and the wherewithal in order to move forward towards what you're going for. Now, you know there's obstacles ahead, but you're fucking ready for it and you ain't giving up now. This is definitely my card of don't give up, all right? With the 7 of Coins, this is working on something. And then we see visible results by July, or around the 7th of a month, 7 weeks, 7 days, 7 months. The number 7 here plays in somehow, all right? With the 7 of Coins here, though, it's like this guy's cultivating something. And so we're working on it. We got to check in on it. We got to take care of it. This is daily practice, daily work, daily investment. And we're really, truly like invested in this thing. So what are you invested in right now? And are you ready to put in the work to see this thing come to fruition? This is success. This is, I mean, visible fucking results. So this is a great card, okay? And then finally with the 9 of Coins, this is end games, end goals. This is the white picket fence. With the 9 of Coins, this is reward and or recognition. This is financial independence. This is getting everything that we kind of wanted here. And there's almost a spiritual bent to it, because if you guys notice in the 9 of Coins, she's holding a bouquet of flowers, sunflowers specifically. There's also, if you notice, she's not facing us. So there might even be something here that like we have yet to face, or maybe even notice that like maybe some kind of spiritual involvement is here. Maybe we haven't recognized that maybe spirit has really led us towards this thing, or has been calling to us this entire time. We've been answering that call. Kind of think that's beautiful. So don't be afraid to face what spiritual evolution we've had here, or whatever spiritual lessons presenting itself, especially as we reach an ending towards something that we've been working towards. And we're gathering those rewards and recognition, you know? All right. With that being said, if we were looking for a yes or no this week, this will definitely be a yes, especially if we're really ready and willing to work towards something. We're not going to give up. And we finally have an end goal in sight. Okay. Definitely yes in this. This would be a no this week. If you're not willing to put in the work, then don't even fucking bother. Card pile number 3, because work is what's fucking needed. And I mean that. Work is what, not only like, because listen, we got 2 coins and fire here. So that's 2 earths and a fire. So that means we got to put in the fucking work, and we also need the energy in order to make this thing fucking happen. So no, if you're not willing to maybe put some stuff in the back burner to focus on what's most important, or especially no, if you're not willing to put in the work, then don't fucking touch the thing. Don't say the thing. Don't fucking do the thing. Okay. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. If you're ready to put in the work, if you're ready to do the big thing, if you're ready to say, I'm not going to give up, and to have a goal in mind and to actually work towards it, fucking titty shake to the bank. Now, if we were looking around love and relationships, somebody might be telling you this week that you're it, okay? And that they're ready and willing to put in the work, the time, the energy. They're not giving up, and you are end goals, end game for them. That's fucking hot. Okay? Not gonna lie. Another interpretation of this could really even just talk about, like, maybe you're ready to invest in the relationship with yourself. Shit. Or maybe with another person, if this is coming for you too. Maybe that energy is for you as well. And so I'm not willing to give up. This is my end goal, is my end game. I have a new idea around like what it is the fuck that I want here. And so well, maybe not even necessarily a new idea, but like something I've been working on for a while with these 9s and the 7. I've been working on this thing for a fucking while. I'm not giving up on it. This thing is very deeply important to me, and I have a lot of not only emotional attachment, but it feels like it's spirit led. I've taken step by step towards this thing, and I'm not giving up now. I kind of love that. I'm not going to lie. So I think in a world where people give up really easily, they're like, fuck it, and they just toss in the winds and they move forward, to have somebody come along and say, like, you're worth the investment, or I'm not giving up on this and I'm not giving up on you, is fucking gorgeous. And I think more importantly, you saying that to yourself around love and relationships this week, you saying that to yourself is fucking everything. Because listen to me, if you don't have your own back, how the fuck are you going to trust that anybody else does? We got to start with home. Okay. We got to start here. So just saying, another interpretation for love and relationships. Yeah. Can't stop, won't stop. Especially with the relationship with ourselves. Can I just say this would be like a really great, maybe I'll save that for health. Around relationships, again, we're not giving up. We're in it to win it. We're really beefing this thing up. Also, this week would be really good around love and relationships to sit down with a partner or person that we're working with and make sure that we are working towards the same fucking goal. All right. Make sure we're on the same page. Are we working towards the same goal? Let's fucking go. Let's do this. Holding hands and making this fucking thing happen. There might even be a call here this week to exercise together. Maybe even building a home together with a white picket fence. We might be doing renovations, maybe in the home. It could be another interpretation, but we're working together as a couple towards our goals, getting this thing fucking done. And it's fucking gorgeous. And there's something spiritual about it too. And I also think it deepens the connection that you two have together. All right. Okay. Around work and career, this is fucking beautiful. You are not giving up on your dreams and hopes. I'm deeply fucking proud of you. I think that you are finally starting to invest in yourself and see that I have something worthwhile. Maybe we're starting to get reciprocation. Why can't I ever say that word right? Reciprocity from certain maybe workspaces, or maybe the wider community. If you're like, if you're on TikTok, Instagram, all this stuff, maybe people are starting to finally respond to your stuff. Stuff should be coming in this week. Keep putting your work out. Don't fucking stop. Even if people aren't applauding you, don't let that fucking stop you. The applause is fucking coming, and your work is showing for itself, okay? So visible results are going to be coming in here soon, or money is going to be coming in because of the work that we've done. Maybe even opportunities because we're like showcasing what we're doing. We're not giving up. Y'all can fucking rot in hell if you think I'm going to stop. Can't stop, won't stop. All right. Again, this feels really fucking good. And with the 2 9s here, again, we're coming to the end of a cycle. We put in a lot of time, energy, effort. We're not giving up now, not until we hit and reach our goals. And I promise you, you're going to fucking reach your goals, and you're going to get visible results. All right. So don't stop now. Keep fucking going. If you needed that validation, please fucking take it and run to the fucking hills with it. All right. I feel like this is gorgeous. I also feel like July and September are going to be awesome for you in terms of your work and career. By July, we should start seeing visible results. And by September, rewards and recognition are coming in. And it's because you didn't give up. Well fucking done. Well fucking done. Around health. I already forgot what I was going to say earlier. So maybe it'll come to me in a second. Around health, though. Maybe, okay, now I remember, maybe we start a exercise regimen. I think that this is it, because especially with the seven, or it's one of the things. Seven of coins here, because coins talks about like, we got to taste it, touch it, see it, smell to know that it's real and it's tangible. So this is going to talk about our actual physical body, right? And so exercising, you're going to get visible results by July if you start lifting weights now, or walking, or getting on the treadmill, or just maybe even reducing some of the food, maybe the sugary bullshit that we're eating. Who the fuck am I to judge? I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, okay? Okay. So, this would be a great time to fucking balls deep, get into it and start taking care of your health, exercising, eating better. You're going to get visible results by July, and by September, holy fuck, we might actually even reach a goal here and start feeling fucking hot and gorgeous and good. And it's all because you chose not to give up on yourself. God damn. I mean, how beautiful is that? Because you chose not to give up on yourself, even if other people have. Maybe this is a reoccurring theme for you too. I don't know why I want to say this, carpal number 3, but maybe it's a reoccurring theme for you. Do you notice every time that even when other people give up on you, you don't give up on yourself? And these beautiful miracles, it's not even a miracle. It's something that you made happen. It's not some pie in the sky bullshit, you guys. Not with fire and earth. Water, maybe, okay? Air, maybe. Fire and earth, it's because we fucking manifested it and made it fucking happen. And we didn't give up on ourselves. So maybe the biggest theme that we take from card pile number 3 is whatever the fuck you do this week, do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up. Keep believing in you and going towards your goals. And with putting in the work and making things fucking happen, you can make your motherfucking dreams come true. What are they, so you know what goal to go towards and reach? Tally fucking ho. No excuses this week. Get things fucking done. You're ready. You're ready. For anything else. I think I said it. All right. For anything else, fucking hold on to your nips and let them guide the way. Okay. So lean into your healing. Lean into the work that you got to do. Say yes to yourself and don't give up on your goals, your dreams, and everything that you're working towards, because your success is inevitable. It's just a matter of the path that you're taking to get there. So say yes to yourself this week, card pile number 3. Not only do you have this, but you're about to spank everybody. Competition haters, they gonna eat shit. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it when it goes my way. Was that Labyrinth song? I love it when it goes my way. There's that. It's because you made it happen. So boot, scoot, boogie, babies. You fucking got this. All right, you guys. I hope to God that fucking made sense. I hope to God it made sense. And feedback helps me to grow. So let me know if your card pile resonated for you guys. And thank you as always for giving me this place, this space, this time to do the work that I love to do. Thank you guys from my heart, from my soul, all the way down to my fucking taint. You guys are the tits.com, and I fucking love you. And so does Sasquatch. Never forget. He's always with me. Can't see him, but he's fucking there. All right. I love you guys. Let me know. Give me feedback in the comments. I can't wait to interact with you guys. I love you. Okay. I'll see you soon. Bye.